Changes are something that we need to anticipate, to assume, and to analyze. And that's exactly what we do in our new normal, candid COVID classrooms. Do you feel school should open immediately?
And I feel that we are not ready with this at present. So first of all, there's a need that we should have a plan. That plan should be incorporated similarly in all the schools. The parameters should come from the higher authorities to all the schools, and the same parameter should be followed by each and every organization.
Not just putting everything onto the government. We should help the government to conduct and see that the rules are followed. For the safety of our future, as the children are the future of the country and the world, we need to take care about that.
I believe that unless the infection is totally eradicated, I don't think there is any need of opening the schools, because it will be very risky. Because making the rules and the norms, safety measures, it's very easy. But as you told, that implementation is very difficult. When the children come, I think hardly they can wear the mask for 15-20 minutes and then they throw it.
Actually, most of the schools are not equipped at all to deal with social distancing or disinfecting that way. We cannot sanitize, and we cannot have that large number of students coming to school and being safe in the campus.
Maybe half of the students come today, half the students come tomorrow, so that we can ensure social distancing, because otherwise it will be a great loss in terms of academics of the students, and also a great loss in terms of the overall financial health of the school, academic health of the school.
Right now we are not actually thinking about the opening of the school, because the kind of mind we are trying to evolve in our institution is that the mind need to be focused on what is at the present. So the real challenge is now how to impart education through online platform.
Until and unless a proper guideline comes, we cannot think of opening the school even with 33% attendance.
Schools are not just for imparting the curriculum-based education. They are there for the holistic development. They are there for imbibing the life skills among the students. There is one more question which is being evolved these days apart from IQ, EQ, SQ, and that is adversity quotient. Are we making the children strong enough to face such type of calamities, because they are going to remain with us?
The decision making should be decentralized, left to the principal, and maybe the Hooghly principal doesn't want the school to open, but the school in a remote place in Arunachal wants the school to be open. So I will say the new normal would be diversified decision making, keeping in mind the children. Some of my children are more vulnerable at home. Bring them to school, provide them the facility to be together with their age group.
Customize it, localize it based on the student, the school, the environment that we belong. If you want to do that, there will probably be a real need of this blended or hybrid learning as we know it.
If they come to school, maybe in a small group, by taking necessary care of social distancing, for which we can increase our staff, we'll be taking care of all these things. But once the children will start coming to school, the phobia, the fear which at present is existing in their mind of this pandemic will have to be reduced. When we have to live with this virus, we'll have to learn how to live.
World has not, for the first time, met with a pandemic. Pandemic has really been there. War has been there. Even in worse condition, people have come out and done their schooling. We can't hide anymore. We just have to take this on, because this pandemic is going to stay and will affect our lives, perhaps in a better way. We don't really know.
Thinking has to be to move ahead. It has to be progressive. It cannot be protective. It has to be to find solutions as we move ahead.
Opening of the schools, which depends not only on the schools but on many other factors. There are health issues, there are psychological concerns, then there are technological concerns, connectivity concerns, availability, and so on and so forth.
We need to concise the curriculum, and we should conduct the exam on the basis of the curriculum which is required as per the need for the next class.
And no cost is high cost when it comes to learning and spending on children. Why should I be bothered that government doesn't have money to bring children to school, to sanitize the school, to give them facility? That's not my concern. The government must have money. Government has money for everything, but not for education.
Thank you. Thank you all the teachers for being so concerned about your...
Well, I really loved the interaction. So everyone's view, all very divergent, but some converges in some places. But I personally enjoyed it very much. Thank you.
Thorough, beautiful, effective, purposeful and meaningful debate. Thank you so much for involving me. Thank you for and on behalf of Adamas University to all those who are present over here. Thank you so much.
Let me give my compliments. The topic, the session was very interactive. It was very live. It was really a wonderful experience to listen and to interact with such people who have great expertise and knowledge in their field. So I must compliment Chetan ji, Sharma sir, and everybody who has been a part of this debate. It was truly very enhancing and knowledgeable, the conversation. Thank you.
It was really quite illuminating to listen to all the luminaries in the field of education.
Chetan ji have been such wonderful hosts with people carefully chosen. I'm really happy to listen to the school principals, the college faculty and the university people. What a wonderful mix of people. And yet freedom is given to, kind of nobody stops you from saying whatever you have to say and, express. So I think it's a very vibrant, a very educative, informative forum. I think the best part of it was that a lot of opinions, a lot of perceptions were shared by people which were being experienced by them. And this platform, I think, is just the most appropriate platform to take the vision forward, in this new normal. I wish you all and your team the very best. Thank you so much for making me part of this.
My compliments to the whole organizing team and the panelists. For me, it was like a QCT session, quality circle time, where healthy discussions were on and we got to know the viewpoints of different educationists. So it was a wonderful session for me and thought-provoking, even though the debate consists, but it was very much enriching.
Thank you very much, Chetan, because you gave the opportunity to everybody.
You need a meeting point, not just as a platform, but you need a meeting point of the mind. And that was edumate, right? And that's why I always say, to educate better, you have to edumate better.